Hello students, welcome to Short of Sci classes. This is Shomojit De, and let us begin with the question number 17, which says that a project manager has to allocate a software engineer to develop a task. The engineers with the software development experience up to 5 years are available in the company, but there is no engineer with zero experience. The relationship between the defect injection rate and experience is given by defect injection rate equal to 3 into experience square plus 162 by experience. Okay, identify the experience in years is need for the engineers to develop the software with minimum defect injection rate. Okay, I am considering the defect injection rate by y and experience by x. Okay, I am saying minimum defect injection rate by y and experience by x. Now you can see from this relation I actually can say that y equal to 3x square plus 162 by x, right? So what we need to find? We need to find the value of x for which y is minimum. So we need to minimize y. To minimize y, what we need to do? We need to find the derivative of y. So differentiating y with respect to x. So dy by dx is equal to 6x minus 162 by x squared. Okay, I need to differentiate again. I am differentiating it again. d2y dx2 is equal to 6 minus 162 by this is x cube. So this becomes plus and this become 3. Here we are multiplying with 3. Okay, so this is the value of d2y dx2. Now putting dy dx is equal to 0. Okay, I am putting dy dx is equal to 0. From this I actually can say 6x minus 162 by x squared is equal to 0. From this I can say that 6x cube minus 162 is equal to 0. From this I can say that x cube equal to 162 by 6. If you divide 162 with 6, what we get? We are getting 6 to 12. So this is 4 for 27, right? So the value of x is equal to 3, right? I am considering the positive value. So value of x is equal to 3. Okay. Now you can see that if we put d2y dx2, if we put the value of x equal to 3 in d2y dx2, at x equal to 3 is greater than 0. So at x equal to 3, d2y y has minimum. So the minimum experience required is 3. So 3 years is the minimum experience required to minimum to defect minimum injection rate. Okay, you can see that 3 is not available here, so our correct option is option D, none of this. Okay, let us proceed to the next question. The next question says that alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. 225x to the power 5 minus 15x minus 2 is equal to 0. So alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. 225 x square minus 15x minus 2 is equal to 0. If you solve this equation by using Sridhar Acharya method, you will find the roots are x equal to 2 by 15 and minus 1 by 15. So in both of the case, you can see that the roots are, if we choose. Now let us solve the question number 18, which says that if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation 225x square minus 15x minus 2 is equal to 0, then we have to find out this limit. Okay, I am writing the equation 225x square minus 15x minus 2 is equal to 0. If you find the roots of the equation by using Sridhar Acharya method or any other method, you can see that the roots of the equation are x equal to 2 by 15 and minus 1 by 15. Okay, I am writing alpha is equal to 2 by 15 and beta is equal to minus 1 by 15. In both the cases, mod alpha less than 1 and mod beta less than 1, right? As I am writing this equation as our number 1, as alpha and beta are the roots of the equation 1, then from the relation between roots and coefficient, I can say that alpha plus beta is nothing but 15 by 225. This is equal to 1 by 15, you actually can add alpha beta also, and alpha beta is equal to minus 2 by 225. Okay, now consider this limit n tends to infinity, summation r equal to 1 to n alpha to the power r plus beta to the power r, right? So I am writing limit n tends to infinity, alpha plus beta plus alpha square plus beta square plus dot dot alpha to the power n plus beta to the power n, right? I actually can write this as limit n tends to infinity, alpha plus alpha square plus dot dot alpha to the power n plus beta square plus dot dot beta to the power n, right? Now limit n tends to infinity, if I use the sum of finite GP series, this is nothing but 1 minus alpha to the power n by 1 minus alpha, and this is nothing but beta into 1 minus beta to the power n by 1 minus beta. Okay, so as mod alpha is less than 1, so if we take the limit as n tends to infinity, this is nothing but alpha by 1 minus alpha, and it becomes beta by 1 minus beta. Now we just need to simplify it. Okay, so I am multiplying 1 minus alpha with 1 minus beta, so I will get 1 minus alpha minus beta plus alpha beta in the denominator. In numerator I will get alpha minus alpha beta plus beta minus alpha beta, right? So I can write it as alpha plus beta minus 2 times of alpha beta, and in denominator I can write 1 minus of alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. Now I am going to put the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Value of alpha plus beta is 1 by 15 and alpha beta is minus 2 by 225. Okay, I am putting the values. Okay, the value of this term is minus, so this is 1 by 15 and 2 by 225. Yeah, 1 by 15 minus 2 into 2 by 225, so it becomes plus by 1 minus 1 by 15 plus it minus 2 by 225. So simplifying it, I am getting this is nothing but, here we will get 15 plus 4, and in place of denominator we will get 225 minus 15 minus 2. So this is our 19 by, so this is 210. If we subtract 2 from 210, we will get 208. Okay, now you can see that the value, this option 19 by 208 is also not available here, so option D is our correct option. Now let us solve the question number 19, where we have to minimize f, where fx is equal to x into 1 minus mod of x, right? Where mod of x less or equals to 1. We know that mod x is equal to minus x if x less than 0, is equal to 0 if x is equal to 0, and x if x greater than 0, right? So I am splitting fx in 3 parts. When minus 1 less or equals to x less than 0, the value of fx will be x into 1 minus of minus x. So this is 1 plus x, right? At x equal to 0, the value of fx is equal to 0. At when 0 less than x less or equals to 1, the value of fx will be x into 1 minus x, right? So in this interval, the value of fx is x into 1 plus x. So I am writing y as x into 1 plus x, right? When minus 1 less or equals to x less than 0. I am multiplying x with 1 plus x, I will get x plus x square. Now, can you say the graph of y? As the coefficient of x square is 1 and this is a quadratic polynomial, so it will be a parabola. So its graph will look like minus 1, 0, 1. So it is looking like this, right? Okay. in this range, that is 0 less x less or equals to 1, y equal to x into 1 minus x square x, right? So after multiplying, I can write it as x minus x square, right? So in this interval, the graph of y will look like this. Okay, can you say me in which interval fx has minimum value? It is very obvious, from -1 to 0 fx has minimum value, so we have to minimize fx in -1 to 0. So I am writing y equal to, the value of fx in -1 to 0 is x plus x square, right? When -1 less or equals to x less than 0. So I am going to minimize y in this range. Okay, so to minimize y, first we have to differentiate y with respect to x. So differentiating y with respect to x, that is dy by dx is equal to 1 plus 2x. Okay, and d2y dx2 is equal to 2. Okay, now putting dy dx is equal to 0, so 1 plus 2x is equal to 0. The value of x is equal to minus half. You can see that the value of dy dx at x equals to half is also 2, which is greater than 0. Hence I can say that y has at minus half, y has minimum. So okay, so as this is our minus half, hence I can say that fx has also minimum at x equals to minus half. So I have to find f of minus half. So this is nothing but minus half into 1 minus of mod of minus half, right? So this is minus half into 1 minus half. So this is minus half into 1 by 2. This is minus 1 by 4. You can see that option 4C is our correct option.